Bloody Mondays, you're very welcome into Near FM. Have you been in before? No?
No.
I know you haven't been on our show, but you're all kind of local enough too, aren't you? So
Yeah. Coolock and Colester.
Coolock and Colester, so the travel wasn't too bad on this wet and windy evening. Happy days. How long have you been together as a band, lads?
What was it, 3 years or something?
About 3 years. Me and Kieran have been playing for a long time, probably last 5 years, maybe 6.
Yeah.
But we all got together probably last 3 years and really just start recording, me and Kieran have been writing songs for years, and when we got Kevin for drums, kind of just started recording our own kind of 4-track demos.
Yeah.
And pretty much hit it off then.
It worked out perfectly because like I had been listening to them.
Right.
And so
you were familiar with the stuff.
Yeah. When the drummer left, I just knew the stuff right away. So it was like
you fit right in. So
He was waiting in line. He was,
I had my eye on
In
them.
the wings.
Yeah.
Happy days, cool. If you were to describe your music to somebody, what sort of music, if you were to compare yourself to some other, say, artists, what would you say your music sounds like?
Well, there's a lot of influences. We have American and British style influences. Like I'd be like, I'm into me Britpop type, Blur, Oasis, the two well-known ones. In bands like the Smiths, Beatles, and Kieran would have.
I like all the
a lot
60s
of
music. I'm into
60s,
the Doors, Rolling Stones,
Cool.
all that from England and America, all that stuff. And some of the newer bands like Black Rebel Motorcycle Club
Yeah.
from America. They're a big influence.
Cool. And how do you find the two, like, do you treat your music in the sense that would you write one song and you write another song, or do you co-write together, or?
Everything. really.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Usually, it did start that way. We were kind of just, I'd write one song, bring it, and then Kieran would write another song, bring it. But we've kind of been merging a lot lately, and also when Kev comes in with the drums and it becomes electric, it adds another dimension to the whole music as
So
well.
do you find then that your influences, your own sort of different tastes, do they blend well when it comes to writing in that sense, you know?
They actually do. They actually do. It kind of gives it a unique sound. Like
Which
it's
is
not
cool.
just one thing.
Yeah.
If you put two things together, you sort of get a new sound, and
Yeah, a
that
fusion.
happens. Yeah.
I think you can hear a lot of our influences in our songs. Like it's like there'd be parts of, say, whatever I'm into and parts of what Kieran's into. Like,
Yeah, you can tell it's like, oh, that's a bluesy song, it's pretty Kieran's or something, you know. Or you
Yeah.
hear a bit of Pixies and things like that, you know. You hear different bands and
Yeah.
certain songs, and you can usually pick them out. It's like, oh, that sounds like a Joy Division kind of song.
not that we're ripping off songs, right?
No, but obviously,
Parts
I
of
mean,
songs.
obviously when you got into writing music originally, it was probably from listening to different bands that you were like, I'd like to do that, and
Yeah,
I'd like
exactly.
to be
Yeah.
involved. So of course it's going to have an influence on the way
Yeah.
you approach things and
I
stuff.
think that's a good thing when you hear that in people's music
Yeah.
coming out, you know, rather than being too original.
Yeah.
Another thing that kind of
Always
happens
works.
is, do you know, if you have like a phase where you're into a certain band or you're into a certain type of music from like, let's say, a particular time, like 60s or 70s, you'll write music kind of similar to that, you know, during that time.
Yeah, because you're on that buzz at that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, you're
I
in
get
that
you.
Or
buzz.
it's
Exactly.
psychedelic riffs or something like that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Usually as well, I would be playing the bass when we're doing electric
Okay.
gigs and all that kind of thing. I'd be playing the bass,
Uh-huh.
so I would write a lot of songs then on the bass. So I'd have, you know, a verse and a chorus or something like that,
Yeah.
come along with a bass line and maybe some lyrics, and then I'd bring it to the lads, and then Al would come up with a rhythm section and lead section, that kind of thing, and then Kay would fill in.
That's quite an interesting way of doing it, all right. I guess it means from a bass perspective, I guess writing initially on a bass, it's scaled down in the sense that, you know, it's a little bit easier to sort of play around with, I guess.
Yeah. It's the same with me. Like, I'm not a proper guitarist, but I play a little bit of guitar, and I'll just write riffs, and every now and again I'll just be like, here, Kieran, or I'll check this out, and they kind of put their thing to it, and again, doing a new thing, you know.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This actually fourth song that we're going to play is like that. It's a fusion. That's what, as you said earlier. Well, Kev started the song, and then he gave it to Al, and then put the chorus on it and everything else. You know?
Okay.
So you can hear two different styles there.
Yeah.
Cool. And what's the track about, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know what the lyrics.
Everyone look at me.
All eyes.
It's kind of, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but usually a song becomes about something as I'm writing it.
Okay.
Or just I go by melody, but it's kind of about being a stalker. But in a nice way. In a nice way.
Okay, well, I'm intrigued to hear this fusion of music. So would you mind playing it for us?
No problem.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's it called, sir?
This one's called Wherever.
Excellent, cool.
Cool. Right.
sheep, a little bo peep. Only in your dreams can you escape me. Why would you want to? Something you don't know. You go out of your mind as I step inside. You're all out of time, now your future is mine. I'll follow you down a country mile. I'll be within the nearest breath. Nothing can keep us apart, not even death. Wherever you go, wherever you go, I know something you don't know. Wherever you go, wherever you go, I'll be there. Wherever you go, I'll be there. I know something you don't know. Wherever you go.
Lads, I really like that track. If people wanted to check it out, could they get it anywhere online, or is that?
Yeah, they could. Yeah. We have a Facebook page. And
yeah, actually, we have a few versions of that song on different
sites.
There's one on MySpace, I think it is. Then there's another one on SoundCloud, is it?
Yeah, and
Reverb Nation.
Breaking Tunes as well.
And what are they? What's the address? How would people go about finding it? Do they just?
Well, Facebook/Bloody Mondays.
Cool.
And same breakingtunes.com/Bloody Mondays.
Cool.
There's links, I think, from the Facebook page that'll bring you to the SoundCloud and Reverb Nation and all that.
Okay.
Our Facebook is really our main one, and everything else follows. So there's like SoundCloud, Reverb Nation.
You can stream the
Breaking
songs
Tunes,
from there. Yeah.
Cool. Tell me a little bit about the EP that you released. There, it was February.
It's February. It's a single demo called Park Lane.
Mm-hmm.
We recorded it in February on the Richmond Road Charthouse Recordings.
Yes.
With Ian McNulty.
Yeah, I know Ian actually. Yeah.
We got a 10-hour day session.
Cool. Ian and Lucy down there are really they're all really cool.
Yeah, they were great. And we've worked with other kind of sound engineers. Didn't really work out, didn't suit our style, but he was just going for whatever we wanted, recorded live.
Yeah.
And put a few tracks over, and it's turned out really well. We've got a lot of great attention, or kind of great feedback about that song.
Yeah.
We've got gigs, it's all hit off after that. So.
And the actual recording sessions themselves, did you do it over one 10-hour period or 2 5-hours, or what sort of way did you approach it?
Just a 1 10-hour period.
Yeah.
And did you find that's quite a long period of time to be cooped up in the studio for?
It actually worked better in my opinion, because it was we sort of built energy, throughout the day, because it was at first, it's hard to kick into it, but then throughout the day we kind of got more and more into it.
Yeah.
And just nailed it. I just thought it went great.
And you were saying sort of you did the basis of it as a sort of a live, as playing together.
Yeah.
Was that sort of a purposely done thing in terms of with the style of music? Sort of maybe if you're into 60s and 70s music, was that something that you decided to do for that reason, to get the sound, or what was your decision for doing it live together? If you get me.
I think we wanted to just capture ourselves live. We play better live, I think, and we have tried recording before.
Yeah.
Separate tracks, like say
Yeah,
guitar,
like that.
bass, drums, and it just found to us it sounded very separate.
Yeah. As well, we were practicing it together, over and over.
Yeah.
We're practicing the same song,
just
to work on it.
Just didn't have the same energy, when it's
you got a feeling out of this one.
Well, that's good. I mean, I get what you mean. I guess you're in the zone together, sort of, basically.
Yeah.
And do you find when you're gigging live, is there good chemistry on stage between you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You rely on each other, or is there a one-man show at all?
It's team, definitely.
We're all looking for the cues and that kind of thing. Somebody was like,
there's a lot of nodding going on, and winking.
A lot of winking going on.
We have our own secret
more winking than nodding.
Cool. And are you doing many gigs?
Yeah, I've done a fair bit now in the last while.
Yeah, we have. We're looking to get more in July, but we have Saucy Sundays, 29th of July in Grand Social.
Cool.
And we're doing Balcony TV.
Before that.
Before that, yeah.
Cool.
And we're doing a festival in is it August?
In August, the Ballinamore Free Fringe Festival. It's in County Leitrim.
Leitrim.
Cool.
There's a lot of unsigned bands in that, so it's
that's great. Actually, some of the bands you were talking about earlier are going to be there.
Oh yeah.
Crow Black Chicken. They're going to be there.
Yeah, well, Crow Black Chicken are everywhere this summer. They're literally like I was not. Yeah, they are. They're a great band. But I was looking at their tour dates and they literally just play everywhere every night. Like, so fair play to them for getting around.
That's what we're after.
Yeah. Well, that's it. If Crow Black Chicken are listening in, maybe you could support them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's why he said it.
Yeah. Happy days. So that's up in Leitrim in August. Is that what you said?
That's right. The 24th of August. It's a whole weekend thing. We're playing the 24th anyway. So
cool. Well, definitely check that out. Could we get another track?
Yeah, definitely. This one's called Dead to the World.
Cool. And is this how old is this song now?
We've had this a while. This might actually be a year old, but we didn't actually start working on it.
Yeah,
we've had it for a long time.
We played it electric as a band. It's
Right.
only in the last few weeks we just started doing acoustic.
Okay.
Yeah.
We started throwing
Just
in the
realised it
harmonica
sounded
and
great,
things.
so I like that. So
Cool. So we've got the addition of harmonica in this one now. It's yourself. And okay, we'll take it away.
cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's under my feet, my mind made up subliminally from words expressed in front of me. But me, I'm dead to the world, you see. Give it away, give yourself away. Everything here's for sale today. Give it away, give your life away. Throw yourself into that road, you're of no value here. Just a nothing child, every day another kick up the ass to see this town wash down the pan. And nothing could make me happier, you see. Throw them at me, throw your images at me. My mind made dumb subliminally. And I tried all I can to escape the horror of being a man. But my camouflage is fading, you're figuring me out. Everything here's for sale today. Give it away, give your life away. Roll yourself in the streets, yeah, don't stand a chance. Away from here.
Great stuff, excellent stuff there from Bloody Mondays. Thanks a million for that, lads. I can really feel the influences that you were talking about earlier in those tracks, so I think it's safe to say they do come across. But great tracks, fair play. So tell me, what's next on the cards now for you? What's the next step? What do you plan to do in the next couple of months, apart from gigging? Where are you going to go? Is it another single that you're going to do, or are you going to go for the EP? Or
the EP is really the main focus. So we're thinking maybe 3-4 songs, an album, and do it properly, like proper cover. Maybe just get our net, send it out and about. Get our name out. The more songs, the better, I think, because we've got properly 3 songs on our site, maybe. So properly recorded.
We're going to do kind of different as well from the last time. We're going to do a live recording of the whole thing, a whole song like that, and like straight through, you know. See how good we can capture the live sound. And then maybe even on the EP you throw in an acoustic song or something.
I get what you mean. It's a good way of doing it in the sense that you're capturing the moment in that sense, and you're capturing the live energy, I guess, as well.
You know, we have a lot of songs, really, we do.
Right.
So we really want to get some recorded so we can sort of move on a bit, because there are some great songs that we haven't done in a while that we're sort of like, Janie Mac, you know, want to do that again.
Did they still get an airing though in your set, or has it come to the stage now where you've got so many songs that you can't fit them all in?
Yeah, they're in the backlog, do you know what I mean? The archives and that kind of thing. Some songs that we played them out, do you know what I mean, last year or the year before. And now, as good as they are, like as tight as we have them and all, we keep writing. Like we're real prolific in that sense, you know. We're always writing songs, the trios. So there's songs in the archives, as I said, do you know what I mean?
That's
we're
good.
Still writing more.
You're talking about they've had they've been played out and stuff like that. I guess to bring it back to, you know, the musicians who be touring playing the same songs every day, it must get really, really tedious for them to be playing the same tracks, like the same set list for say 60 or 70 dates.
It would have to be.
It must do, and I don't know how they do it.
They feed off the energy from the crowd and everything, you know. The crowd entices them.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Sometimes they get their enjoyment out of that as well.
True.
You know?
And I guess also at the same time, when they do get to change it around and they pull out old songs out of the cupboard and that sort of thing, I guess for them it must be interesting then, much like I'd say it'll be for you guys when you bring back those songs and get a chance to play them again and stuff.
Sometimes we do,
As well, it's good to keep, like, in a way it is good sometimes to keep the same set, because you get used to those songs. Like we've done on our gigs, we've played say 5 songs in a set and kept it the same way.
For the next few gigs, the same 5 songs.
Because live can be different than us practicing. So it's
and as well,
sometimes
we're getting like good feedback off the people in the audience. Go to them and say, "Oh, I like that third song," or you know, fast song, or you know, slow song, whatever way they describe it. You know, sometimes we get some good feedback off people, like strangers coming up to us.
It's
in
nice
the pub afterwards, you know, and say, "Oh, that was a really good."
Must
song.
be quite humbling in that sense.
And sometimes they say, "Oh, you sound like such and such." Like we got told, "You sound like the Jesus and Mary Chain" before years ago. That was about 5 years ago or something. That somebody said to us.
The Monkeys, something like that.
And we look like the Monkeys.
That's it.
Brilliant.
That's the one,
So just to remind people, we'll be finishing off in a few minutes with a track, but to remind people of the dates that you said for those gigs again was.
Well, we have the first gig. We have the 29th, Saucy Sundays on Grand Social, 29th of July, and the Ballinamore Free Fringe Fest, 24th of August. And the 26th is Sunday Roast in the Mercantile.
Cool.
And Balcony TV is the 8th of July, so that's a kind of warm up anyway.
That's the closest one.
Yeah.
Alright, so keep an eye on Balcony TV and your own websites as well, then that's facebook.com/Bloody Mondays.
Right, yeah.
Cool. Before you go, we have to ask you the cheesy questions that every band gets asked. Okay, so okay, so I'm going to start off with, keep it interesting. What is the most embarrassing song that you have on your media player or computer? And I don't know who wants to go first. You look like you have an answer, so I'm going to go.
There's so many embarrassing
songs. Go on, tell us.
I would not let my MP3 out, you know, Katy Perry and all this business.
We didn't even know it.
I shouldn't have said it at all.
It's been committed to air now. It's been broadcast. There's no going back. Somebody else give me one. Go on.
I think Prince or something like that, you know.
There's nothing wrong with Prince. Nothing wrong with
but
Prince.
Everything else is rock and blues and things like that, you know. And then next thing you know, Purple Rain. You know?
There would be something wrong if you started dressing like him, though. You know? Different story.
It's just your emotional side.
I know, Prince is good, definitely, but just in comparison to everything else,
just stands out.
I'd be kind of, you know, keeping that no. Don't say anything like that.
And last but
just
not
don't
least,
go to the P's.
I was hoping you were going to skip me there, but
no, you don't get away with that.
I don't
easily.
know. Limp Bizkit, I suppose.
Oh,
new metal.
That's an old one though, you know. That's
Yeah.
One song.
That new metal phase that was around for about 3 years was a scary period.
That was me back in the day. Yes.
Cool. And second question is, if you could go on tour with any band in the world, now they don't have to still be together. It doesn't even have to be a band. It could be a singer-songwriter. Who would it be and why? And go from left to right.
Okay.
I think it'd be the Doors. I just love. They're my favourite band. And just I've read loads of biographies. I read the biography from the keyboard player Ray Manzarek.
He's some man.
Yeah, just
talent.
Sound like wild times all the time because he was watching Jim Morrison, you know, from behind his keyboard, and it looks crazy the whole time. You know, they weren't throwing things out windows or nothing like that, but just that Jim Morrison was so unpredictable, you know.
It was very unpredictable, all right. It's an interesting one because I'd say he was almost scary at times in the sense that, he's unpredictable, like you say, exactly. So, but not necessarily in a completely rock and roll way, in the, like you say.
I'd definitely like to go on tour with the Doors.
It would be pretty cool. And what about yourself?
I go with Nirvana. They're just crazy.
Quite contrasting in terms of the Doors, but yes.
Yeah.
For the crazy element, the
crazy element, and they're just cool dudes.
Yeah, are you a fan of Nirvana, their music?
Yeah. Well, not some of their really heavy stuff, because they have some songs that are just mental.
Yeah.
Haven't listened to that stuff in a while, but like they have some stuff that are like kind of more melodic that wouldn't be so crazy, but definitely to tour with, they'd be deadly, I think.
Maybe on the Unplugged album or something as well. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a good answer. And last but not least,
even more contrast in the Smiths.
The Smiths.
There you go. Yeah, and that's so obvious. Everyone knows I'm a Smith's head.
Yeah.
But, I just love their music really, and Johnny Marr, greatest guitarist ever. So
a big influence.
Steal a few tricks, you know.
Yeah. No, I'd say that'd be really exciting. All right. Any particular period?
It's hard to pick one. I think.
Would you go on tour with Morrissey these days?
Would, but I've heard he's a bit unapproachable, so.
I see. We won't talk about
that. Go back to the
All right, brilliant. Good work, lads. Nice answers. Yeah, all right, so we're going to finish up with a track. Just to remind people again, facebook.com/Bloody Mondays. And also catch Balcony TV. All you have to do is click on it on the July the 8th, and there your lovely faces will be. And then live Saucy Sundays and the Sunday Roast.
That's right.
Excellent. Thanks a million for coming in, lads. Come back into us again soon.
Thanks a lot,
especially when you've got the new EP out. Come into us. And
definitely.
Excellent. Cool. What song are you going to finish up with?
This one's called Humdrum.
Cool.
Last song.
Thanks a million.
So, thanks a lot. Cheers.
Thanks.
Right.
Send me a fresh talk today before our future is bought and sold for half of what we paid, 'cause we're hardly worth a penny here, my dear. I guess it's true when they say in this worn down, broken up town, and a city where we're slowly drowned. Wasted more than enough time here amongst a little stained newspaper paving the ground where I found I'm no longer afraid, I'm no longer a slave to those who only wanna spit in your grave, where all the words you say make sense only to me in this worn down humdrum town. And a city where we're slowly drowned, where the low life, second-rate kind in their eyes, but they're blind. it's true what you say to me. All the words you say make sense only to me. In this worn down, humdrum town, and a city full of constant frowns, where the low life, second-rate kind in their eyes, but they're